Always tracking, always alerting. This is Next Weather.
All right, hey there, I'm Next Weather meteorologist Lisette Gonzalez, and once again today we are dealing with a risk for flash flooding, and daily scattered storms will be continuing throughout the week. Also, I'll have an update on the tropics as we are here approaching the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season. But most importantly, you need to be aware that today the Weather Prediction Center has placed South Florida under a level 1 out of 4 risk for flash flooding due to the heavy downpours that are expected. In fact, as we take a look at our rain chances, they're highest today and tomorrow at 60%. So you want to keep the rain gear close, and then we're seeing about a 50% chance as we head towards the middle and end of the week, and then by the weekend a 40% chance of rain. Although right now it's cloudy and we are mainly dry out there, you need to be aware that later on those storms will be popping, especially with the heating of the day. So if you need to do anything outside, take advantage. You have a small window of opportunity left here to be able to run any errands, or if you want to head out for lunch, just take that umbrella, put it in the back seat of the car. It does feel like 96 in Fort Lauderdale, 101 in Miami. Right now it feels like 98 in Key West. It's certainly steamy out there, and I would suggest that if you are thinking of walking your dog, that you wait until later as well. But take a look at Bailey, look at that smile. Ooh, what an adorable dog. And as we head through the afternoon, we will see storms and even through the evening. So if you want to share your photos, you can send them in to pics@cbsmiami.com, and I'll be sharing them during the dog walking forecast weekdays here during our noon. As you can see, it does feel like 94 this afternoon, 88 in Fort Lauderdale, yet 103 in Miami. We're going to have a mixed bag of heat indices, and that's because some neighborhoods are going to get a lot of rain to bring relief, while others may not see as much rain, and then of course that'll allow for us to heat up. So it'll feel like 99 in Key West. On top of the flooding from the rain, we'll also be dealing with the higher than normal king tides that could lead to some saltwater minor flooding. So the next high tide in Fort Lauderdale, Miami's around 10 p.m. and Key West around 11:22 p.m. And if you're headed to the beach today, speaking of the coast, a low risk of rip currents. No alerts or advisories if you're boating over the Atlantic waters of Florida Keys. Our next weather rain tracker is showing that as we head into the afternoon, 2-3 p.m. when kids are getting out of school, we're in the car line, likely dealing with some slowdowns and rainy day dismissals for the evening rush too, looking wet and messy. And then rinse and repeat tomorrow will be a similar setup with plenty of moisture, keeping those scattered to numerous storms around. Tracking the tropics, it is quiet out there, which is great news for this time of year. No tropical systems expected over the next 7 days, but certainly expecting a whole lot of rain, which is good news. We do need it for our drought, and highs will remain around 90 until the weekend. We'll see lower rain chances and highs in the upper 80s.